Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Rachel and I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. Today we're going to be talking about a bunch of Cricut supplies that you need to get off of Amazon if you're a Cricut beginner. Now, if you purchased your machine for Black Friday or you're getting one for Christmas or something like that, this is the video for you. This will help you really prepare for what you need to get, what we feel like are essentials for you guys to have a really good, well-rounded education when it comes to creating with your Cricut. Now, in today's video, we are going to be showcasing a lot of different things, so stay tuned for that. Leave us a comment down below if you want to see any more content like this. We love making it, so let me know if you want to see anything else. Before we get started, it is completely free to you to go down below and click subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when more amazing content like this goes out. So do that for free. It takes 2 seconds and we really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for every single subscription, every single like, every single comment. A couple things that are going to be too big to show on the other camera properly is going to be your machine itself. So if you don't already have a machine, you need to get one for sure. Any Cricut will do. We do have some great videos on the differences between the machines, which one could be right for you. So if you're kind of struggling and battling with yourself on which Cricut machine you need to get, we do have content for that. The next is a printer. You guys will absolutely love being able to use Print and Cut. It is an incredible feature of the machines. Now again, we do have training on that if you're a beginner and you know nothing about it. Print and Cut is one of the easiest and the best things you can do with your Cricut. It really opens up a lot of creative doors for you, so we highly recommend you get a really good inkjet printer. Now good doesn't mean expensive either, so I'll link some down below that you guys can peruse. Always stay within your price range and think about quality. We don't like sacrificing quality when it comes to price either. So I'll link some really good ones down below. Hopefully you can grab a good one. We have a Canon Pixma series printer. We love it. We've used them for years and years, and they're really great, handy printers. They don't jam very often. The most important thing about a printer is to have a rear loading tray. So make sure that your printer that you're going to get has a rear loading tray, because whenever you get some certain supplies like thicker cardstock, which that's another thing we recommend, by the way, is some good thick cardstock. I'll link it down below as well. Sometimes in normal printers without a rear loading tray, that thick cardstock is not able to go from under over your printer. It will jam and we don't want that. So make sure that your printer has a rear loading tray. That's going to be super important for you guys having a lot of successful crafts. And I'm moving some stuff around because the next thing I want to show you guys that you definitely need if you're a Cricut beginner is a big self-healing mat. It's double-sided, so it's like light gray on one side, dark gray on the other. It has measurements on it, and most importantly, it's so easy to clean. We love it. This one is by Fiskars. It's our favorite. I will link it down below. You can paint on this, you can stain on this, you can cut fabric on this. All kinds of things. It is an incredible, incredible mat. We love to put it on our work surface. It definitely saves it more than once. So if you're in the market for one of these, or if you didn't know you needed one, you definitely do. We love these self-healing mats. Next up is Cricut mats. I bet you did not know you do not need Cricut brand mats. That is something you definitely don't need, and we never buy them. They are way overpriced. We do have a video all about Cricut specific brand products that have a lot of really great dupes on Amazon that are better quality and cheaper. So check that video out. So in that one we highlight everything with the prices and all that. But in this video, of course, it's just a general kind of overview of some things we think beginners need. And Cricut beginners definitely need some extra mats. So grab these from Amazon. This is the brand Nicopa. We love them. They come in the same colors as the Cricut brand, so you won't be confused. Which, by the way, if you are confused about the colors of the mats and what they do and what materials go on them, we do have a page all about that in our Cricut workbook in our incredible Cricut course. So check that out. If you're a member, go over there to my courses and download that now so that you can see it, print it out, get it bound and laminated so you can keep it close by. It's really going to save your butts. Okay, so grab these. They're a great deal off Amazon and we definitely love them. Next up is vinyl and transfer tape. Now we do love lots of different brands of vinyl. The only brand of vinyl we don't love is, sorry to burst your bubble, Cricut. We don't love Cricut brand vinyl. We find it's a bit harder to cut and weed, and honestly, everything else aside, the price is astronomical compared to really good bulk vinyl elsewhere. So Oracal 651, Starcraft Premium, those are two top brands in our book. They both work great, so I'll link those below. And as far as transfer tape goes, these are the ones that we grab most often. This is masking paper transfer tape. It's basically like masking tape on a roll, except 6 inches instead of like, you know, little bitty. So we love using this for certain projects. It's not clear. It's a little bit opaque. You can still see through it a little bit. You can see my fingers there. But this is really good for really quick projects. This is super cheap for a huge amount. I think you get 100 feet for this. It's around $15. Amazon prices are always subject to change, but it usually hovers around there. So we love to use this for a lot of our projects, and then when we're not grabbing this, we're grabbing this, which is clear. It's got an orange grid on it. It's clear transfer tape. You get, I want to say like 60 feet of this for a bargain. We will be using this forever. We love this. You can reuse it several times in a row as well because it's pretty sticky. It's great quality. We have always loved this. So go grab this transfer tape. Again, same thing as the Cricut vinyl. We don't love Cricuts as much because the price is just so darn high. So grab this from Amazon instead. It's a great product. If you guys do a lot of painting, there are some products you definitely need. Now we love this kind of brush. I'll link these down below. They're on the cheaper side, but the quality is still there. So we love these types of brushes to paint with. We paint a lot of wood projects to be able to iron on wood or place vinyl on. So we do use a lot of paint when it comes to Cricut. We like premium acrylic paint or chalk paint. So this is just DecoArt Americana. It's premium acrylic paint. This is just white. We like getting the big bottles bulk buy because we do use a lot of paint. We like chalk paint as well. I'll link some down below for you guys. But we like a good brush. Don't get super cheap brushes because you're going to end up having to put more coats on your item and it's just not going to look as good. So get some decent brushes, and then to clean your brushes, this is a super fun little tool here. This is called a paint puck. And this paint puck is silicone. This is silicone, this is plastic. And you can put your brushes on here to dry. This is gonna be filled with water, so you can fill it up with water, dip your brushes in there. The bottom, you can see here, the bottom is like, has all these little, I don't know, it's got so much texture on here, silicone texture. So when you place your brush down here and you're, you know, rinsing it off in between colors, if you're doing watercolor or anything like that, it cleans the brush really well. Then, whenever you are letting your brush dry, you can just place it here on the paint puck and it will dry your brush just like that. There's some different sizes to hold your brushes more snug. Or if you're trying to switch around colors and you're going to be using the other color again, you can place your brushes on here the right side up. That way you can just like have them there. You can grab them, paint with them. You can put paint down here on the sides, whatever you want to do. So we do love this paint puck along with, you know, some good brushes and some good paint. Now, I have ruined a lot of manicures with paint or with stain, so make sure that you have some gloves laying around. This was only $6.99 at Harbor Freight, if you guys have a Harbor Freight near you or if you can order them online. We love using cheap vinyl gloves, whether you are using UV resin or if you're using paint or stain or what have you. We like to have something cheap to protect our hands. So you definitely need these. These are the very bare minimum basics if you are using paint or stain, you know, with your Cricut projects. We use them both often. So here's a little bit of things that you might need. So I mentioned getting a good quality cardstock for your printer. So that cardstock would actually be 8.5 by 11. I'll link it down below. It's a nice, heavy, about 110-pound cardstock. And you'll also need some good paper packs of cardstock, 12 by 12 to cut with your Cricut. This is actually pearlized. It's beautiful. You can get this off of Amazon or, you know, at your local craft store. Amazon usually has some better prices. So I will link some down below, some patterned paper, some different colors of cardstock. If you can get a colored core cardstock, if you're a beginner, you won't know the difference. So there's colored core and there is white core. I hate saying it, most cardstocks are white core, which means they've kind of printed the color on the front and the back. So if you were to rip it, if you look in the middle, there is white in the middle. So try and get colored core cardstock. It's kind of hard to find, so that's okay if you can't, but it is the best for making cards where you're using your like bone folder and kind of scraping it and things like that. But if you can't and this is what you find, totally fine. It's gonna work. It's gonna make some good projects, but colored core is best. Now, I will link this as well as the 8.5 by 11 good cardstock below. And speaking of another material for your printer, we love printable vinyl. Now this is printable sticker paper technically, but really it's printable vinyl. We love two brands, this and a brand called Zakoto. Let me see, here is our Zakoto brand. Here is that. And both of them are glossy, both of them are gorgeous. The actual quality of these is extremely comparable. The only reason we love the HTV ROMP more is because you get a lot more bang for your buck. This, we only had 15 sheets, and this one I'm pretty sure, let me see here. This is 55. We get 55 sheets of this, and I want to say these were around the same price. So as far as bang for your buck, I would definitely get the HTV ROMP. It is able to be used with both inkjet and laser printers. We always recommend you guys to get inkjet printers, but if you have a laser printer, this will work with it as well. But we love doing print to cut projects, and having a good durable printable vinyl or printable sticker paper is really key for that. So definitely go quality with this, but you're not sacrificing any type of cost because the cost is super low and the quality is amazing for this printable vinyl. So definitely grab this today. Now, speaking of cardstock and paper crafting and print to cut and all that, if you guys do a lot of card making, a lot of paper crafting, you're going to need these two things right here. This is a scoring board, which also doubles as a paper trimmer. It folds out for you to be nice and large like this. Look how neat. And it also comes with a bone folder. If you don't know what a bone folder is, basically it's a fancy word for like a scorer, okay? So you can crease your paper projects with this. They mostly come and look like this. This is like a classic, typical bone folder. So this would do the same thing. It would crease your projects, or if you have a card that your scoring stylist created a line, you could fold and then crease along that line with your bone folder. So this is a genuine bone folder, and this is the plastic one that comes with your scoreboard. Now, Becca uses this scoreboard all the time. She loves it. So paper trimmer, it folds out to be nice and large. Comes with its own bone folder for you guys, and it just kind of folds back up, and it's easy peasy. It's great. So if you're in the market for one of these, if you do some paper crafting or paper trimming a lot, you will love this. You can trim pieces of vinyl for it as well. It's great. We also cannot live without our Scotch ATG gun. Now this is an advanced tape glider, and it has dry adhesive in here. The rolls last forever. We have a video all about how to change this out if you're a bit weary about it. It's really user friendly, honestly. All you do is pull the trigger, place it on paper, and drag it, and release the trigger and pull up. I mean, it's super easy. If you do a lot of paper crafting, this is an absolute must-have, absolute must-have. Now, these can be a little bit hard to find and a little bit expensive, unfortunately. So we will link this as well as another one down below called the ATR, Advanced Tape Roller. And it's also by Scotch. It's more user-friendly than this. It's cheaper. It's great as well. Now, these will last honestly forever. But if you can't find these, or if it's a little out of your price range, that ATR is a really good option as well. But we absolutely love this. We use it all the time, almost with every single paper craft that we make. We have to have a really good dry adhesive. We find those little rollers, I break them all the time. They get lost, they run out. They're just expensive to keep up with. This is a one-time investment. It's amazing. We love it. Now let's talk about some odds and ends here. So I've got some things here that we can't live without that we definitely use on a daily basis. So of course I wanted to share them with you along with these. We were just talking about adhesive, and these, I'm shaking up the glue in these. These are Zig glue pens. So if you've never heard of a Zig glue pen, These are great for really intricate paper projects. So there's another little like bonus. If you like paper projects, those are great. So we love those Zig pens. And then here are some tools we use every day. This is a Cricut True Control knife. This is one of the Cricut products that we absolutely adore. It's like an X-Acto knife, but you can lock and unlock this right here, and the blade pops out. So when you change it, it's super easy to change blades. You don't have to like throw the whole thing away or anything like that. Comes with a cap. There's a little notch, a little ridge here. So if it starts rolling on your table, it'll stop itself. It's great. We love this. We use it all the time for almost every project to cut things off the mat, what have you. We love it. This is our favorite weeder tool. We have found that the Cricut brand weeder tools, the hook weeder tools, these are the ones that we use the most, is the hook weeder tools. They bend. They're made a lot cheaper. The Cricut's brands are. So this is a brand from Amazon that we adore. So grab this from Amazon if you are in the market for a really good weeding tool. We love it. Of course, a measuring tape, we use it for almost every project. Measure around a cup or measure on a shirt. This is a must-have. Becca usually has like 4 within 10 feet of her at all times. So make sure that you have a measuring tape as well. These are Tim Holtz scissors. These are our most favorite scissors ever. They even have little bitty nippers and bigger scissors as well. So if you want some scissors, some really great quality scissors, these Tim Holtz scissors are the way to go. They last forever. They're matte black. They're squishy. They feel great in your hand. They're really good scissors. Grab those. And these are reverse tweezers. So reverse tweezers are amazing for lots of little bitty items. So if you have little pieces of paper, little pieces of vinyl, if you're weeding something up and it's being stubborn, reverse tweezers are the way to go because it's doing the work for you. You don't have to like hold them down like regular tweezers. Reverse tweezers are amazing. We have a lot of people say that reverse tweezers are hard to use. We disagree. We think they're way easier to use, so definitely give them a shot. If you have a set from Cricut, you will absolutely love reverse tweezers. We use them all the time. You need a good scraper tool whenever you're crafting. Whether that be a scraper tool or a brayer, we love both of these products so much. Now, Cricut actually has the best brayer that we have found. We've tried another brand or two, and the roll pops out super easy. So Cricut brand has been tried and true for us. We love it. This is what we use to roll cardstock on our mat or vinyl onto our mat. It doesn't scratch it or anything like that. And then we also love to use a scraper tool. Now this scraper tool is from 143vinyl.com. I like it because it's bendy. It doesn't scratch the vinyl. The Cricut ones is made out of a hard plastic and this one is made out of a softer plastic. So this one won't scratch like this one will. This one will chip. The hard plastic will chip. It'll actually end up scraping your vinyl, so we really don't like that. So we like this one from 143 Vinyl. I'll link you some from Amazon that are super comparable to that as well. But yeah, these are our like must-have tools that we just can't live without. If you ever want to use heat transfer vinyl, so HTV with your Cricut, these are the 2 must-have items. So this is actually the smallest Easy Press that Cricut makes, and this is the biggest Easy Press mat that Cricut makes. The reason why we love the big Easy Press mat, which is 16 inches by 20 inches, is because this can accommodate little bitty items as well as larger items like t-shirts. And this Easy Press is our favorite. It is so cute. It's amazing. It's like right around 50 bucks. There are other Amazon brands as well that we have tested that we find are very comparable that we love. So I'll link some of those down below. Some of them are really cute, like they look like little puppy dogs and little cows. So I will link those down below. They're really cute. But this is the tried and true brand name Cricut Mini Easy Press, and we love it. It has 3 different temperatures. It is incredible. It can do little bitty projects or large projects. It's great. We love it. Before this came out, we were pretty skeptical. We're like, well, what can you do with that? It's just so small. You know, we won't use that. This is the one we grab 90% of the time. It's incredible. We love the Mini Easy Press. And I forgot that we had it, but this is one of the comparable ones from Amazon. So this is what it looks like. And again, they're around the same price. This one might be a little bit less expensive. So yeah, totally up to you. I'll link them down below for you and you can make your own judgment call. But honestly, if you're wanting to use HTV or if you are into sublimation, you definitely need an Easy Press and an Easy Press mat. Now, if you do sublimation a lot, you actually might find it helpful to get like a larger heat press. In that case, I will link it down below. We have a great heat press that we seem to love. So if you're in the market for a larger heat press with like a 15-inch surface area, if you're wanting to sublimate a lot of shirts, that is great. But for day-to-day crafts, we love our mini easy press. Okay, I know this is cheating, but I have to mention a product that is not from Amazon. This is our Lynn Lilly glue gun, and this is something we use almost on a daily basis and that we absolutely cannot live without. We have to have our Lynn Lilly glue gun. This glue gun is exceptional for so many reasons. Number one, it's absolutely adorable. Number two, it can be cordless, which is amazing. So that cord that comes with it can be plugged into the base. It will heat up and have 2 full minutes of work time off the base, which is amazing. So you can use it for whatever you want, place it back on the base and then let it reheat, or you can unplug it from the base and plug it directly into the glue gun and have a corded glue gun to be able to use with your projects. Now, our most favorite thing about this is the precision tip. If you guys can see, this tip is teeny tiny. It is so precise, it'll place glue exactly where you want it. This is a mini high temp glue gun. And before we were shipped these, before we got them, we were like, I don't really know what we're gonna do with a mini glue gun. You know, mini glue gun, it sounds like we'll just have to like change the sticks often. Well, there's another solution to that as well, which is the extra long glue sticks. And this, honestly, it was a game changer. If you have a mini glue gun, even if it's not the Lynn Lilly glue gun, if you have a mini glue gun and you're not using 8 or 10-inch glue sticks, you're doing it wrong. It is such a pain in the butt to have to change out those little bitty glue sticks. So there are mini glue gun sticks that are 8 or 10 inches long, and we love them. But this is our Lynn Lilly glue gun. We can't live without it. It's made by SureBonder, and I will link this down below for you guys as well. Again, I know it's not from Amazon. I'm sorry, I cheated. I had to show this to you because it's something that we cannot live without. What did you all think of these amazing products? If you are a beginner, I hope you were inspired, or if you are a seasoned Cricut crafter, I hope you might have found something or seen something you don't already have, and maybe you want to head on over to Amazon and grab a little Amazon order to be shipped to your house really soon so you can get crafty with it. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe and like the video and leave us a comment down below and let us know what you're going to purchase. If you have a Cricut, or if you are into laser cutting, sublimation, woodworking, sewing, UV resin, candle making, and more, you would absolutely love Oak and Lamb. Here in our incredible community, we have so many hundreds of amazing crafters like you who just want to get inspired and get better at their craft every single day. Whatever area of crafting you're passionate about, we can help you here at Oak and Lamb. We have hundreds of digital cut files with free commercial use licensing that you can use for thousands of projects over so many different types of machines and different things like that, as well as an exclusive Facebook group private to only members where everybody who is just like-minded gets together and shares their creativity and asks questions and just has a really great time. We also have a beginner Cricut course that we just launched. So if you are a Cricut beginner and you need to master your machine, let us take that weight off of you and help you do that super quickly and super concise. In our course, there is over 20 videos and an incredible printable workbook that you guys have to see to believe. It's amazing. Anything that has to do with your Cricut, how to use it, you'll know that in that course. And that is completely free to members. Now, speaking of members, if you would like to become a member with us today, we're having an incredible sale through the end of the year for $45 off your annual membership here with us at Oak and Lamb. That's $45 off. So use the code JINGLE, J-I-N-G-L-E, at checkout to get that discount code. Not only will you get that this year, but you will also get $45 off every consecutive year you stay here and you craft with us. That is an incredible deal unlike any other. We do that for no other sales at all. Just this one. You guys get grandfathered into that incredible price year after year. Click the link down below and join today. We cannot wait to welcome you as a member of our flock. Thank you again for watching this great video. I'll see you another day for another one.